living at the end, or if this is sort of our own, you know, our very own corridor that we can have to ourselves. Well, see, that's the thing. The man that tried to keep him down, they took over the man. The man is now the slaves. So, you know, turnabout's fair play. And so they must keep these slaves repressed so the man doesn't ever try and silence the rock. Yeah, it's a stretch in logic, but I wanted the fanatic authoritarian for gameplay reasons and just kind of wrote it into it with its own sort of, you know, twisted logic. I mean, this is a race that nuked their own sun and got torched for it and survived. You know, sound logic is not necessarily one of their strong suits. Let's see how we're... Ooh, the pop's almost done. Let's start building that mining network so it's ready for action here. But yeah, we are also going to want to start building ships, which I'll do once we can start getting some of these mineral deposits online. And one of the great things is the planet, which I don't want to build a station on, only has research deposits, which means we can fully tap into all the mineral deposits here. So away you go. Exactly. They are related to cockroaches, so they can absolutely survive the nuclear apocalypse. I didn't want to go with the cockroaches because that's so cliche. Oh, cockroach survives the nuclear apocalypse. And technically, despite the description in the game, their world wasn't ruined because they nuked themselves. They nuked the sun. The sun lashed out with a solar flare and boiled the oceans of their world and them inside it. So that's how their world got screwed. Indirectly with nuclear weapons instead of directly with nuclear weapons. All right, let's see here. All right, we've got those. Yeah, I think our next couple of research completed. Yes, so plus 5% minerals automatically applied for free. All right, we're spiritualists. We don't want robots. Not going to research it. Strike craft and hangar bays, you need bigger ships to take use of that. So it looks like we're going down the route of coil guns. So we're getting our first bit of military tech in there, and I don't begrudge that. Coil guns are awesome. And we got 17 more months to go on Power Plant Mark II, which is fine. Not that we're going to be in a super duper rush to implement them, just because, you know, I wish we got the mining network Mark II. That's kind of what we really wanted. Right then. Let's get you cooking some more minerals here. And Bart, once again, has leveled up, now level 3. Told you he's going to be rocketing up through. Now, it does require more and more experience the higher and higher you go. So they're not going to be gaining levels quite that quickly going forward, but still, it allows them to get up there. Let's see here. And, Rock Goddess Larissa has gained a level. So our leader has gained a level. So that gives us all kinds of things. It not only knocks down unrest, it makes edict duration goes up. Edict duration lasts longer. Immunity goes up higher as well. And she has a chance to, just like the other leaders, of gaining good traits or bad traits. Shona goes up a level. Excellent, Shona. No new traits for you. That's okay. Actually, one of the things that we haven't done yet is we need to get an admiral for our little fledgling fleet. Let's see what we have here. Resilient. Not too bad there. Fleet Logician is good, but I've actually seen kind of a pattern where these actually kind of appear on their own if you leave them commanding a fleet that's been docked long enough. So I think I'm going to go resilient here. I mean, I would actually kind of prefer one of the more military-related ones. In fact, I think I'm actually going to hold off and wait for the pool to refresh itself before I recruit somebody. Once Shona is done with this thing, she'll come back and hit that special project on her way down. Okay, we've got that. We've got that. Let's get this. Yeah, and our pop just went online. Excellent. All right. Now, the next thing I like to do is actually one of the benefits of being a spiritual pop is you can build a building called a temple. This temple doesn't produce any normal resources. What it does do is not only does it make the spiritualist ethics attraction higher, but it also allows us to produce more unity. That allows us to unlock our traditions even faster. And you can only build one per planet, and you don't, there's never any unity deposits. So putting them on a space that has no natural resources is fine. So that's precisely what I'm going to do. Once that pop gets closer to actually being fully grown.
Anomaly found.
10%. Let's go for it. Let's see here. Yeah, how's our minerals doing? Ooh, a 7er. That might be worth going up for. But again, I want to get my colonies online before I stretch myself too thin. We'll also want to hook up these other 2 resources and then claim this world, and then we'll get working on our colonies. I'm probably being a little slow with my colony ships here, but again, the game's kind of changed. It kind of punishes you for going a little bit too fast with the colony. There's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in orbit at some point in the last 5,000 years. The source of the planet is pockmarked with craters. These wrecked ships are all in poor condition. The fact that anything remains after the damage sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science officer Bart is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls. Excellent. So the Mount Graveyard expedition. Let's see what you need for that. Level 3. Oh, okay. We can actually do that right away. So let's research the project. Oops. And actually, that'll be the last thing in the system he needs to scan. All right, let's take a look here. I mean, maybe I should just save up the minerals and start cooking my colony ship, because I don't want to be too slow off the block with that. This is a size 16. This is an 18. Let me take a look at the 18. Is there... It's a pretty good 18. Not too many tile blockers, pretty open, no bad planetary modifiers. Actually, let me take a look at the planetary modifier here, just to see if the 16 might actually be a decent... Atmospheric aphrodisiac? Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. But it's actually kind of a bad planet because it's got a lot of tile blockers. And it's functionally tiny until I can clear these away. So I'm going to wait on that planet. Am I able to see this planet? Yes, I am. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, with a 4? Oh god. Yeah, this is going to be our first planet, actually. We need to get our construction ship. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish up our last... I'm not going to do the 2 here. I am going to do the 2 here. And then get your butt over here and build a freaking outpost so that we can colonize that. And then no more mineral spending until we have enough for a colony ship, which is 300.
System survey complete.
And then we'll start cooking a colony ship, and we'll have that outpost built well before then. What I am hoping for is like one of these anomalies to give me just a flat chunk of minerals, because they are out there, and an influx of flat chunk of minerals would be wonderful right about now. Wildkin, hello! Welcome to the stream. We are rocking out with the Rock Lapsters. Team under Science Officer Bart Alpiel has finished their expedition and returned with the... thankfully, Starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our Starship engineering efforts. So he gets 200 experience. We get a burst of 126 engineering, and that planet gets a deposit of 3 engineering on it. So good stuff all around. Excuse me. How is our new pop doing? Yeah, they're still growing. I'm gonna get the what's it, the colony ship first, and then I'll build the temple. Oop. And all right, yeah. Finish surveying the system and then continue on your way. I had to interrupt your stuff there. Deliciously creepy? Yes, shrimp are deliciously creepy. Ooh, power plant 2. All right, we're not going to be building these at the moment. Let's see here. Well, more survey speed would be nice. It'd be a little overkill. Fusion reactor would be nice. Although our coil guns and our improved deflectors... Actually, the fusion reactor isn't going to be that great of a deal at the moment. I mean, I could go with automatic exploration, but no, I like to keep it controlled. And the survey speed is a good bonus, but it's not a great bonus. Do I want the fusion reactor? I kind of do, because it matches his expertise. He's going to be researching this a lot faster, which not only will get us this tech sooner, but it will also allow us to start researching the next tech faster. So it works out both ways. All right, we got that place. This place is a pretty good one too. No signs of our AI opponents yet, which is might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. Depends on who we run into and where they're situated. That being said, it does kind of look like we have this little spiral arm all to ourselves, which is pretty awesome. We got a continental world, which is actually only one off of our habitability preference, so we could actually settle there pretty well. 10%, let's do it. Ah, we got our minerals up. Let's. Oh, why is it 330? Why is it 330? Who knows? We'll build it anyway. We're finally cooking our colony ship. And yeah, we're claiming this system just in time so that we can make this gigantic ocean world our first planet. And then I think we'll go down here as our second one, and this will be our third, and so forth and so on. It was previously thought to be in assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of there has been identified as a massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. The bones have been dated as 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Urgal could have supported life on that scale at any point in the moon's history. Scientists, officers shown at Bellamy has prepared a special research project to delve further into the mystery. Investigate gigantic skeleton. All right, let's see what this skill 3 or higher. Shona, why don't you do us a favor and just research that, like right off the bat, and then you can go back to surveying the system. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do, speaking of researching, is research these beta aliens, because that'll tell us what exactly this space monster is, and also possibly give us additional projects with additional benefit. A Reaper corpse. Yeah, it might be. Although it made it sound like it was an organic skeleton, not a metallic one. That being said, this game has plenty of nods to that sort of thing, the Mass Effect series and whatnot. There are actually stations that you can find in the world, and actually with enough tech build yourself, that act exactly like mass relays, like exactly. Like they're all in a big network, and you go into one, and your ships are all instantly transported to another mass relay elsewhere. How are we doing with our... Oh yeah, we can upgrade our power plants, but again, nah. We're going to build ourselves a temple, and you are going to like it. You could absolutely do an Asari. One of the humanoid races looks suspiciously like them. While approaching Dimas 2, suddenly received a glancing hit from several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old. I think that's another nod to Mass Effect, where they said you shoot your gun and the bullets never stop because of physics. Based on the trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for untold millennia until today. The rounds have been recovered, are of an advanced design despite their incredible age. So a little burst of engineering goodness because we analyzed the bullets. Yeah, they don't actually call them mass relays. That obviously
Special project complete.
After continued studies on the massive skeletal remains found on there, Shona Bellamy has concluded that the creature served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found within the larger skeleton, and we assume that these came from members of the crew. For unknown reasons, the organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed on there. We cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this. Study of these bones alone have substantially advanced our knowledge. So, wow! +3 society and +3 engineering on there alone. Boom. So yeah, making our way up this tail here, certainly worth it. And she also got some more a burst of experience, which is good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the other thing I've been meaning to do is start building up my things, because eventually you will get an event that fires that will cause pirates to attack. And if you haven't built your fleet up at all, you're not going to be strong enough to fight them off, and they're going to start blowing up some of your orbital stations. I mean, they're not going to. It's not dangerous enough to like actually take over you, but you need I like to get six ships. Oh, speaking of ships, let's check our leader pool. It's still the same 3. Come on, guys, shuffle, please. We need new choices. Well, if I need to bring them into battle, I'll. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established a millennia ago, and they soon abandoned it all. But the drones themselves, judging by the state of their processing equipment, the drones possess powerful mining lasers. That sounds good, and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile overtures towards rock lobsterian vessels when approached. That's these guys over here, these mining drones. They may be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch. We can take them apart, but that's going to require us to do that. Let's do an observation post. 8 months, and it uses engineering. How close are we to breakthrough on engineering? Yeah, we can do that because that'll give Fusion Reactor a chance to catch up and have both of our ship improvements finish at around the same time. So, and we might get some goodies from here. Let's see here. So, yeah, that's built up. I'm not quite ready to start upgrading my power plants yet. But the colony ship just finished. So, let's, oh, inside our borders? Oh, you're not done yet. Let's enter orbit. You're almost done claiming this world.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. Excellent. Now we can colonize. Now, the colony building itself produces energy, so if you plop it down on an energy tile, it will take the bonus and run with it. Otherwise, it'll stomp on whatever it is. There's a butt ton of food here. The other thing is it boosts mineral and food output next to it. So if you can't do that, and actually mineral food and energy output next to it. So if you can't get that, you want to put it on a tile next to those. So I'm okay stomping on a 1 food tile here because we'll get to bonus this, 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 and this. The only thing it doesn't improve is research, which there isn't a lot on this planet anyway. All right, our first colony. Yeah, kids in bed. Yeah, they were hyper as soon as I as soon as I came home. So I hear you loud and clear on that. All right, and not only are we colonizing this place, but we also get to build our stuff here, including another mineral station here. So let us make use of that.
Anomaly found.
5%. Let's do it. And, yeah, I think with our next tick, we'll get another Corvette, because I just don't want to like have pirates show up and not have enough strength to repel them.
Complete.
Holy crap! Look at this system. This is insanity. I think once we get this area established, we're going to start working our way up this tail here, because there's just so much good stuff. And let's just keep going while the going is good. We'll once she finishes up here, we'll have her swing back down and start going down the arm. Whoa! The science ship came up short in regards to its original mission. Seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, a self-proclaimed gourmet and chef and history buff claims to have made an important discovery: a chemical compound found in the surface ice layer in several regions, allegedly, supposedly closely related to rock lobsterian stellar salt, ingredient integral to many traditional rock lobsterian dishes. I remember, you know, something on the rocks. I guess they can get some good, margarita drink mixes with that. Speculated that lobsterian stellar salt was never native to our homeworld, but brought to the surface by some meteorite impacts from the distant past. Bart leans heavily on the properties. Whether the salt analyzed, synthesized, actually tastes like the salt, well, is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historically accurate flavor profiles is bound to stimulate both the rock lobsterian economy and palate. So we get the salty modifier for 240 months, giving us +5 happiness. Lovely. That's wonderful. All right,
Construction complete.
5% risk. See, this is the great thing about having high-level scientists, is that we can just start bullseyeing these. Yeah, all the salt. Geez, we've got a metric F ton of energy. What? Let's see if there's any edicts, because our campaigns, rather. No, we haven't researched the tech that unlocks campaigns, unfortunately. So nothing to do with this spare energy at the moment. Yeah, let's get you. Now we're lacking just a tiny bit, but once that comes online, we'll +3 society research will certainly be welcome.
Evading hostile fleet.
Whoop! It was about time we ran into hostile. Oh, more mining drones. So it's the same guys here. So we won't be able to see these other two. Oh, but we can actually dodge that thing and just take another turn at Albuquerque. All right, fine. We'll take the other route. Be that way. All right, we got that online. Starbase has done its queue. Our temple dude is almost ready to rock and roll.
In progress.
Our colonization made gentle splashdown in the planet-spanning ocean of Rildathi Prime. Just as the shore of the large archipelago, this fertile island chain served as an excellent first landing site. The ship has been permanently anchored in preparations for its conversion to the administrative headquarters of the new settlement. So yeah, and we get some engineering research off of that. So now colonies don't actually start working until this bar fills up, and this takes a while. In the meantime, they cost us a lot of energy. Colonization costs -8 per month. Thankfully, we are so glutted with energy that that's not a problem. In fact, we can start cooking up another colony right now. With the drones and their tireless, endless work of extracting ever-diminishing resources from local planetoids, makes somewhat dull, nevertheless informative subject to study. In fact, the mining networks of the House of Rock could start to learn a few things about maximizing mineral extraction rates while conserving energy. And additionally, we found that the drones are not completely silent. They emit signal pings, although extremely infrequently and at a wavelength hard to isolate from background noise. Is anyone left to receive these pings? It's maybe a mystery of another time. Adds a list of mineral-rich planetoids to the situation log.
Updated.
So now it's basically told us where the other mineral-rich stuff is. Mineral riches track on map. So here are the especially mineral-rich worlds. Out of our reach except for this one. Although I have a feeling we're going to bump into some aliens down here. Yes, that is precisely, Mardine. The colonies are like children. They produce nothing at first and just cost you. But eventually they grow up to be very productive. Where are we on our Unity? 10 months, okay. This is a slightly slower Unity gain, but once our temple person comes online, we've detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon at the edge of the Tarek system, a rift called a wormhole. Yeah, so wormholes allow you to go to other wormholes once you've got the tech to be able to travel through it without blowing up. Science ship, what are your... Oh! They can't go that way. Okay, so that's fine. Shona, you can make your way back down here. Let's just check out the local neighborhood here. Oops. Because, I mean, this is next to one of our worlds with things, so if it's a really good system, we can snag it quite easily. Alright, you can grab a mining station here. All right, we finally have our Unity production on. That will cut our... Yeah, we're going to be getting our Unity edicts a lot faster now. Let's see here. How is, speaking of unity and also harmony, the thing for our thing, let's see how our... Yeah, we've knocked unrest all the way down to 0 because of how happy everybody is, despite the slavery. Oh, wait, actually, before Shona makes her way all the way down here, she does need to research something now that she's gained a level, and enough levels here. And there's our tradition. And we're going to go down the next part here. Utopian Dream unlocks the building Paradise Dome. So this, sort of like the temple, is another planet unique building, meaning you can only build one. But this thing is really freaking awesome. It costs us 200 minerals. And actually what I'm going to want to do is I'm actually going to want to replace this crappier food tile with it rather than building on one of these, because we're going to have so much food on the other planet once that colony gets online. But what it does do is it gives us 4 food and 2 unity, and it increases happiness for all the colonists, all the citizens on this planet by 5% by itself. It's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. So as soon as we get 200 minerals, that thing's getting built. Oh, that's the other thing. Are there any other untapped anomalies? No, there aren't. There are over here. So once... Ooh. Gamma aliens, eh? We bumped into actual... Yes, so it looks like there is an AI empire down to our south somewhere, and they just now found us. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're hostile, but it's something to take note of. We got company down here. So exploring down here is likely to yield something.
Construction complete.
Now we could translate their language. If you're the first one to translate the language, you get an influence boost. So you know what? I think I'm going to jump on that and be the first one to do it. Because I want the extra influence, and I want to be able to speak to somebody. Our first AI empire that we'll be interacting with. All right, our construction ship is done. I kind of want to, well, since we now know there's an alien empire down there, I might want to go down that way. But going up this way so we can start tapping into this stuff wouldn't be a bad thing either. So let's get an outpost over here. Actually, no. Instead, let's move there, refund that so that we can start construction of our Paradise Dome. Be like a self-contained Woodstock concert that never ends. And that also give us extra food so that we're not consuming more than we produce. Not that that's going to be a problem long term with how much food is on this colony. Who went up? Wow, Bart's already level 4. Told you it goes fast. Still have a research thing where your construction ship is. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Bart swing around here and research those things once he gets back up here. Because now he's high enough level that those are going to be trivial difficulty things. And who knows what goodies. I think there's 2 different research anomalies in this system. So that could... That could give us extra stuff, extra resources and what have you, and other goodies of the sorts. Let's see here. The other thing is, yeah, we haven't gotten the edicts here 45% growth speed. That's craziness.
An alien empire has established communications.
Just successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Hatoful Empire. This is one of the ones I made. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. So actually it looks like these guys will probably get along with, because we don't conflict with xenophile or militarist, and we are both spiritualists. So let's lead with a spiritualist thing. Chairbird Imani Labelle and the rest of the religious council bids you greetings. We provide spiritual guidance to the Hatoful Empire, and our stated goal is to lead this great nation on a path to salvation. We'd be honored if your great species were to join us on this journey. Okay. News that we've encountered intelligent life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our populace. This confirms what we long suspected. We are not alone in the galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. These particular Xenos have a level of technology similar to our own, indicating that we've achieved spaceflight at roughly the same time. Yes, interstellar pigeons. Whoa! Okay, well, looks like they went and just took that system. What is on this system? Well, actually, it wasn't that great of a system, but that's fine. We are going to want to go down here just to see if there's any pickings. So, Shona, well, once you get to your science ship thing, I do want her to do that. Construction ship. Do I want to go this way just to position ourselves and establish our borders? Well, see, they spread, but they don't have any other colonies. These are all outposts, sort of like my outpost, but I've got a colony in development. They do not yet. Actually, there's a... yes, it is Earth. They are... I basically built them as an extension of the game and the events of Hatoful Boyfriend, another game that I play every April Fool's Day. Give me 2 seconds and I will pull up a link to the quick backstory of that and post that in chat. For your viewing pleasure, enjoy to understand exactly what happened. Right then, back to the case at hand here. I do think, so we don't appear weak, let's get our 6th Corvette, because we still haven't had the pirate event fire, so we want to be ready for that. It's delightfully weird.
Construction complete.
All right, we just finished up. Oh, our ship. Yes. Okay, good. So we've got that. Do we have another leader to choose from? Yes, finally. Ooh, gale speed is good. Aggressive is also good. So the real question is, do we want to be offensive or defensive? I think for the early game we want defensive, and that higher sublight speed is choice, to say the least. Or, well, since we're going to be going with kinetic weaponry, and they already have a high fire rate, increasing it by 5% will make it even better. So let's go with the aggressive one. Now I don't have any more people on my list. Annihilate that species. Well, hey, it's not just them. There are still humans that are living underneath them. They have the syncretic evolution. So, well, we'll see. Depends on how much of a thorn in our side they are. For now, I'm willing to tolerate their presence. In fact, let's see. Let's see. They are wary of us, so they're not gonna. There's not too much that they're going to want to do with us at the moment. Border friction, slavery policy, but they are like us because they're xenophiles, and they like us because we're spiritualists, and they are too. Truth be told, I'm glad I bumped into them, and not my other old race, the raccoon, the raccoon collectorate, because they are the literal opposite of our race. They are fanatically egalitarian and materialist, so they would hate our guts right from the get-go, and it would just be go for the throat blood right from the beginning. But again, I think we'll tolerate them because I've already kind of staked my claims here. I'm not too worried about them grabbing my stuff. Although I think I might want to grab this world.
Construction complete.
Governor has developed some new skills. Governor, what skills have you developed? You are... Seriously, what... let me look on the leader list. You got the... Oh, environmental engineer, so it's even cheaper to clear blockers from the world. Excellent. That makes it... that makes the...
Special project complete.
Archaeologists investigating the Voltum orbital complex stumbled upon an interesting find. They managed to rediscover a partial copy of what apparently was a fairly popular multi-user virtual reality game. So we found an arcade of an ancient civilization. Though the game takes place in fictional, highly satirized version of their contemporary society, it proved to be an invaluable source of information both on their language and customs. And yet it gives me physics research. I'm surprised it didn't give me society research. Oh well. Alright, so you, Jonah, get your butt down there and start surveying that. How is our... Okay, we've got our Paradise Dome up, and another pop is on its way. I think at this point, yeah, we'll let them go up here. We'll build them a science lab, because that's a thing. And we'll want them to get up there, and we'll find something to build in these other locations. Possibly a stronghold, but... Actually, they're not too far from us, so... Well, actually, no, this one's going to be in the way, so we'll want a stronghold here. Ooh. Oh, a size 18 tomb world. Not bad. And not too far from us. Although we've got a lot of things we got to colonize first. Speaking of colonizing, I think it is time for us to save up for another colony ship and get this place colonized so we can start reinforcing it. Because we want that world good and developed. Rebels and dissidents fleeing from the House of Rock have founded an so here's the pirate event. An outlaw space fleet on the fringes of our space by modifying several civilian vessels into warships, calling themselves the Furious Freebooters. These terrorists are spreading chaos and fear along our civilian shipping lanes. Their lives have been rendered forfeit by the anomaly of their crimes. Order must be restored. Yeah, so somewhere near us, there be pirates, but our fleet is ready to handle them now. We've got an admiral. We just need to wait for them to wander into our space and then send our ships to intercept. And we should be able to knock them out without too many losses of our stuff. And then, based on where they came from, we'll know where to hunt down their base so that they don't keep spawning more ships on us. No, they weren't. They were not nice people of our race that decided to splinter off and be not cool. Yeah, you guys are good. I guess at this point we can also... no, actually, no. We're saving up for our colony ship.
System survey complete. Hostile fleet detected.
There you are. Oh, good. You're not too far off. Actually, that might mean that the hostiles are in this system, which is kind of annoying.
Attack.
And yeah, they're going to come after our orbital station. Now, by itself, they'll be able to squish it. But the station has a fair amount of hit points, so it's not going to just blow up in 2 seconds. But our fleet will be there in time to take care of them. Oh, Shona, get your butt back here. Take... passive. Well, no, I don't want you going through there, because then you'll just get yourself blown up. Fine, evasive. Alright, fleet combat. Here's our ships. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What's this hostile fleet? Oh, it's the pirate base. That's where the pirates are. Well, okay. Well, now we know where to send our fleet after they mop up here. Hopefully we can kill them without any losses. Our shields are holding up pretty well. Yep. Oh, crap. We lost one. Damn it! They must have sniped it right at the very end. Well, that's pooish. Yeah, see, yeah, now we don't have to send our guys for repair, because the one guy that was getting shot up blew up. Well, that's obnoxious. But we can still take our fleet here. We can actually reinforce the fleet. That will replace the one. We have to pay for it from our thing. And then we'll send you... No, not through there. Go here. Go there. I don't want you going through there. And yeah. I guess we could go that way. Because they haven't closed their borders to us.
Complete.
And we'll have to wait for them to clear out before we claim this system. There, the dubstep, yes. The dubstep must be stopped. We are receiving a transmission of the independent space station of the Artisan Troop. Interesting. They appear to have successfully translated our language. A visitor, this joyous occasion indeed. Oh, forgive my manners. I believe introductions are in order. We are the Artisan Troop. Our members are dedicated their lives to the pursuit of art, music, and culture. Hey, you guys kind of sound like our kind of people. And all other things which make existence bearable to a sapient being. Please, if you'd like to share in the wonder of our creations, do not hesitate to contact us. Well, okay. Let's chat. The Artisan Troop. What an auspicious group to bump into. Let's see here. We can commission an art piece, become their patron, organize a festival. Well, they need higher opinion of us. You know what? Let's become their patron. We have a butt-ton of energy to spare. Let's see. This would be very helpful. Allow us to try new ideas, take more risks in our creation process. We have a 10-year program with a one-time upfront cost. Cost us 1,000 energy credits. We still have more than enough. And we get Patron of the Arts for 120 months, giving us plus 20 opinion and 10% monthly unity. So, yeah, you know what? Hey, these guys could probably rock. We'll give it a try. We'll see how their music is. Maybe, you know, splice it in. Makes sense for us. Plus, we want the unity. The unity bonuses are clutch. Because we got unity coming from our temple here. We got unity coming from here. All sorts of good stuff. And our scientist dude's about to come online. And then we'll start probably clearing blockers to uncover some more of our stuff. Now, I think at this point in time, 345. I wonder why the cost keeps going up. Well, no matter. We'll start cooking our next colony ship
Construction complete.
in a moment. All right, looks like they reinforced. So they're making their way over to that station. We can take that out before they cause us more problems. And second colony ship on its way. Boy, I hope these two wormholes aren't connected to each other. Otherwise, that's rather pathetic. That would be rather pathetic indeed. Alright, go ahead. Get yourselves over to there so we can take out that damn system. How's our tech coming along? Yeah, I know this one's going to be taking forever. And actually, one of those blank spaces will definitely be a place for our stuff. And we're going to get 2 ship techs online here. So we'll be able to get ourselves a new and improved... Yeah, orchestral rock symphonies. Heck yeah. I can get behind that. Oop, and our next tradition is available. So, another reason why we like ourselves some harmony tree here is mind and body. Leader lifespan increased by 20 years. So, as if we didn't already have enough leader lifespan bonuses coming our way, our leaders will be living longer, even longer. And once they get up there in age, like really up there in age, and therefore really up there in experience levels, their bonuses to, well, pretty much everything they're managing are going to be huge. All right, so you guys are here. I guess I have to explicitly tell you to attack this damn station. Get them.
Hostile station engaged.
Yeah, the station by itself is kind of a sitting duck, so we can take this out, hopefully without any casualties. Man, I should have gone with a defensive person. That 5% evade might have saved that one ship's life. Ah, well. The signal originates from the remains of an antenna-like structure. Exploratory probes were dispatched to the surface to investigate the matter more closely. What Science Officer Bart found was cavernous vault that, while easily pried open, was evidently the last safe house and refuge for some long-dead race of aliens. While reasonably technologically advanced, it seems they never reached to the stars and perished to some planet-wide disaster. Ha! Better than you guys. The vault is immense, housing thousands upon thousands of black boxes, as determined the data storage devices. A special project. Ooh.
Situation log updated.
In limbo, eh? Where are you? There you are. What do we need for that? Well, it's whatever it is, it's good enough. So, yeah, get on it. You guys done killing this thing yet? Yeah, it being a station probably has a lot of hit points. Boom. All right, well, that takes care of those pirates, at least for now. Yes, harmonious slavers. No, it's being a slave in our empire isn't as bad. Slavery's kind of a harsh word. It's got a bad rap. All right, we got the strongbox module, which gave us some minerals. Excellent. Let's see here. Scientist Dana Black and Thibault are up a level. All right, good. We didn't lose any corvettes this time. Why don't you guys get back and repair while our construction ship claims this place. And looks like
Special project complete.
the vault is the tomb for hopeful immortals. Science Officer Bart asserts that huge blocks of tenomary code found in the databanks are neural images, digitized brain scans. Doubtlessly, the aliens of Barthani consider this to be their only shot at any kind of survival following whatever calamity befell their planet. They did not have the means to resurrect themselves, but banked on the impossibly small hope that eventually someone else would. So we can... We do not but download their neural patterns anyway. We'll just leave them be and get more for that. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave them there. That actually starts a. They're salty for the foreseeable. Oh, coil guns. Yeah, we got a block of research. We got coil guns. Excellent. Metal armor, eh? That's a possibility. We could get faster build speed, but I don't need build speed so much. Engineering facilities are tempting because our engineering research availability is a little bit lagged behind compared to the others. Or we could go with metal armor, which I do like me some metal armor. Let's go to the engineering facility. I think that would be a good choice. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the House of Rock. Yeah. Oh yeah, as a planet fills up, it becomes slower and slower to. And actually, let's clear this tile here. It becomes slower and slower to grow new populations. Map the Stars edict has expired. Well, you know what? We're not done with you yet. Map the Stars. We'll let it sit for just a little bit while we investigate some of our anomalies here, but otherwise I'll kick it back online pretty soon, because we're still exploring here. And actually, we might want to consider, well, I'm going to wait for our other technology to hit before I drop the other boot. New faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Second Verse, led by scientists The Bow. They call themselves the Loyal Citizenry Group. Their members have been pushing hard for an extreme centralization of political and military power. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove useful. So yes, we have now grown our empire enough to actually have factions. Now, factions are basically people that are all aligned to a single aspect of our ethics, or possibly not, depending on of that. Yeah, I gotta program that into the bot, Midgar. So our Loyal Citizenry Group, they are the ones that like the authoritarian. Now, there are things that make them happy, and there are things that make them upset. And by doing the things that make them happy, we make the faction as a whole happier, and thus all the populations use the faction's happiness as their base happiness instead of 50%. So here, autocracy, we are imperial or dictatorial, so they're happy about that. Stratified society, they're happy that there's some form of slavery in here that makes them pleased. Now, they want us to splash into the domination tradition. And next time I get an unlock for Unity, I think I am going to splash in the domination tradition. Even if I can't use it, it'll make the faction happy, and that's going to be good. And then we can go back and finish off Harmony. And they want us to influence or dominate subject nations. So, yeah, they kind of want us to take over our neighbors and at least make them our vassals. All right, you are almost done. You're almost done with the colony ship. And you finally finished. I think we are overdue for upgrading these power plants. Get them online. You guys are sure slow. Took you a while to get back there. All right, fully repaired, and soon we will hit our other technology to upgrade them. No bother, no worth, no bother.
Construction complete.